Hey, good people, welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well. I'm musically malnourished, and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. I foresee a lot of dancing in my future for the next hour and a half or so. Today, we are diving into the 2022 album from Harry Styles called Harry's House. Harryhausen's. Little Monsters, Inc. reference for you. I've never listened to Harry Styles. Obviously, I have heard Harry Styles. I have heard One Direction. Baby, you light up the world like nobody. Yeah, see, Dancing Star. Okay. You don't know. You don't know you're beautiful. All right. Sorry. It ends there. But I have never listened to Harry as a solo artist. I have seen a ton of reels and things. It feels like he is always on tour. Seems like a really great guy and seems really hardworking. So I'm really interested in this. It's been a while since I've listened to a pop album. This is a Patreon pick. So over on my Patreon, not only do we have hundreds of music videos, live performances, interviews, behind the scenes content, all the good stuff for all kinds of artists. That's also where all of the content from Harry's House will be. I'm sure there's some good dancing in there. But also, Patreon members decide the albums we listen to every single Wednesday. So this is a Patreon pick. I'm going to listen to each track, keep a few notes on my handy dandy notebook because I try not to interrupt. I'll make a few comments along the way, but afterward, we'll kind of dive into the song, talk about what stands out, see if we have any information from Harry himself around the inspiration for the song. It'll be a good time. So let's go ahead and get in. Also, the timestamps are in the description if you want to go to certain tracks, or if you just want to rock with me, put it on in the background, stick me up on that TV, do your cleaning, do your work, and let's hang out and listen to Harry Styles. This is track number 1, Music for a Sushi Restaurant. Let's get our buttons right. Kicking this off right. Here we go. Track number 1. Oh yeah, I'm dancing for sure. This is gonna be fun. Little funk. Okay.
Late night game time, coffee on the stove. Your sweet ice cream, but you could use a flake or two. Blue bubble gum twist around your tongue. I don't want you to get lost.
I love those backing vocals.
I don't want you to go broke. I want you.
Is that him in a lower register?
Sushi restaurant.
This is funky.
Music for a sushi restaurant. Music for whatever you want. I'm not going to get lost. I'm not going to go broke. That ain't cool. No, I love you, stars were edible, and our hearts will never fall. Could we live with just a taste, just a taste? 'Cause I love you, babe.
So this did win the 2023 Album of the Year at the Grammys, which doesn't always say a lot, but it does say something for sure. This is really interesting. A lot of intentional decisions, a lot of dynamics going on within the song. Obviously, it's just a lot of fun. He's having a lot of fun. He's got a wonderful voice. Harmonics, these breaks, you've got horns, you've got these risers, these really cool. Let's go take a look. Music for a Sushi Restaurant, opening song to Harry Styles' third studio album, mingling smooth jazz, funky 70s pop. Styles sings about making, is there a better, like, star name? Harry Styles? Styles sings about making sushi while relating it to his desire for a relationship. In a May interview, he revealed the story behind the freaky song. I was in a sushi restaurant in Los Angeles with my producer, and one of our songs came on from the last album. I kind of said, like, it's really strange music for a sushi restaurant. Before adding that it was in the running to be the name of the album, I was like, that'd be a really fun album title. But then, as the song started being made, I kind of just set on music for a sushi restaurant. This says, after Fine Line, I had an idea of how I thought the next album would open, but there's something about sushi that felt like, nah, that's how I want to start. It becomes really obvious what the first song should be based on, what you play for people when they're like, oh, can I hear a bit of the music? It's like, how do you want to set the tone? Yeah, just fun, triumphant, not taking itself too seriously. I'll be curious to see, which is, oh, cool, we got an official video, so that'll be up on Patreon. Scooby dooba dooba doo do boo boo. Nah, I don't think you fully hit it right. I really am curious, which is one of the fun things, right, about a full album reaction instead of just the singles or the hits, that you get a feel for everything. And so I don't really know Harry from intimate moments or melancholy songs, because I've only seen like the clips of him on stage. And generally, he's not even singing or dancing that much. He's usually throwing objects back or, having funny moments. So it should be really interesting to kind of see where he goes throughout the album, the kind of ebbs and flows. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, this is track 2, titled Late Night Talking.
Things haven't been quite the same. There's a haze on the horizon, babe. It's only been a couple of days.
Obviously, the production is top notch, man. So crisp.
Yeah. Nothing really goes to plan. You stub your toe or break your can. I'll do everything I can to help you through. Change, but I'd follow you to any place. If it's Hollywood or Bishopsgate, I'm coming too. If you're feeling down, I just wanna make you happier, baby. Wish I was around, I just wanna make you happier, baby. Now you're in get you off my mind. Get you off my mind. We've been doing all this late night talking about anything you wanna till the morning. Now you're in my life. I can't get you off my mind. Can't get you off my mind. Can't get you off my mind. Won't even try. Can't get you off from all this late night talking.
You know, I love, there are a lot of times we listen to music that can be fairly complex, but sometimes it's nice to just listen to something that like doesn't require a lot of energy, other than the dancing side. But, you know, all music like this, I tend to always channel toward my wife. Just, you know, can't get you off my mind, late night talking, now we're stuck together, or whatever he said. Can't get you off my mind. I won't even try. So, always enjoy stuff like this. Let's see if we have any insider information. Classic 70s-esque vibe. The track is rumored to have been written about Olivia Wilde, Styles' partner at the time. The two were on tour. I know there's going to be tons, like plenty of live performances and things, so those will be fun to watch. Harry said it was the first song that was written for the album. It was on like day one of moving into the studio, and everything was still getting set up. I think it kind of set the tone for the intent with which like the album was made. You know, if you ever kind of stressed about getting fun songs or whatever. I think when we wrote this one, we felt like it was really good. And then it kind of let us relax a bit. Like, okay, if there's nothing else, we feel like we did some work. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. The song's a lot of fun. I enjoyed dancing to it many a time. I wish all Larrys a very die. Understood. What? Wish all Larrys a very die? All right, let's move into track 3, titled Grapejuice. I mean, not Grapejuice. That purple drink.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Oh. Dude, I'm loving the beats on this. The like vintage filter on his voice. What's a Heath? Is that like a red wine? Is that what he's saying? I paid for it? Yeah, the grape juice wine. Okay. Is this like a love letter to the wine? No, okay, it's wine with the other person. Or maybe the you is the wine. Just me and you, me and the bottle.
Just me and you. There's just no getting through. The grape juice blues.
So, okay, yes, it does appear that it's kind of a love letter to wine. I was trying to figure out if he's saying like a bottle of wine with me and you, but I feel like he's saying the bottle of wine, like me and you. That's just water. I'm loving the style here, pun intended. It's very good, man. It's very, this vintage feel. Like earlier we said, it's kind of these funk and jazz. And I love too just kind of the creative writing of Grapejuice, obviously meaning wine. And it's just a really something word that I'm trying to think of. Clever. On Grapejuice, Harry reflects fondly on a past adventure shared with his partner and contrasts it with the present moment. He longs to have that same sense of connection and nostalgia in their relationship, so he opts to buy a bottle of red wine, a classic French symbol of romance, so they can experience it together. Okay, so maybe it is about another person. I don't know. Take it whichever way you want. The chorus highlights the idea of letting go of sorrows and blues and raising a glass in shared joy instead. Ultimately, the song celebrates the beauty and power of enduring love. Harry's always crazy on the outfits too. ASMR whispers. 1, 2, 3. The fruit saga continues. Does he have other fruit songs? There was a lyric here I was not familiar with. What he said, the corner of the heath? Likely referring to Hampstead Heath in London. What the heck is a heath? Is an ancient heath in London spanning 790 acres. Is a heath like a open, uncultivated, open, uncultivated area of land characterized by acidic, sandy, or poorly drained soil dominated by low-growing shrubs and evergreen plants like heather. Okay. I mean, obviously I've heard the word heath, but I've never heard it in that context. Maybe it's not a word we use very much in America, or maybe just where I live. Okay. Track number 4. This is As It Was.
Come on, Harry, we want to say goodnight to you.
Is this similar to Blinding Lights?
Gravity's holding me back. I want you to hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't we leave it at that? Nothing to say when everything gets in the way. Seems you cannot be replaced, and I'm the one who'll stay. Oh, in this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. In this
I love this melody.
it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. As it was.
Oh, I know what this calls for.
As it was. You know it's not the same. Answer the phone. tells her you won't. Ringing the bell, and nobody's coming to help. Your daddy lives by himself. He just wants to know that you're well. In this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same.
I was expecting a dance breakdown.
In this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was.
Maybe this is it.
As it was. As it was. You know it's not the same. Go home, get headlines, feed internet. I don't wanna talk about the way that it was. Leave America, 2 kids follow her. I don't wanna talk about us doing it first. As it was. You know it's not the same as it was. As it was. As it was.
That's what I was waiting for. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I started in the Weeknd's library, so I've done the first 2 mixtapes. I'm going to be out of breath during this video. Done the first 2 mixtapes, but I am familiar with, I think it's called Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. That sounds very familiar. So let me know in the comments if they just sound similar or maybe I'm way off. Okay. The lead single, As It Was, sees Styles singing in a somewhat sorrowful voice about his bittersweet feelings of loneliness and the past. Masking it with synths and an upbeat sound reminiscent of music from the 80s. In an interview, Styles describes the song as about metamorphosis, embracing change and former self, perspective shift, and all that kind of stuff. It just felt like the thing I wanted to say, the thing I wanted to be doing, and the kind of music I wanted to make coming back. It was followed by several teasers through the You Are Home campaign. It was formally announced on March 28, 2022 with the song title, release date, several visual shots from the music video. So I'm guessing he probably was working on this album during the pandemic. This was the last song that was written for the album. It was written in my friend's front room in England's countryside. It started off much slower. As it was being written, it was a lot slower. The kind of piano line was being played on piano, and it kind of turned into a synth. It just kind of took on a new life, but I'm a fan of it. It's one of my favorite songs on the album, so I hope people are liking it. So this expands on it a little bit. It's a metamorphosis, perspective change, the whole thing of like when you have that. It's not something you have time with and people go like, all right, we'll give you a couple more days with this moment and you get to say goodbye to your former self or whatever it is. By the time you realize it's already gone. I think a big part of kind of evolution of what music you make as well is like, it doesn't matter if people want you to be that thing that they always loved about you, or they want you to be that person, because you're not that person anymore. Everyone is changing, and I think there's no reason to not approach music that way. Kind of let it change and turn out differently than you started. You don't always get to realize something happens, and you kind of look at it and be like, wow, and then you get to decide whether that is devastating or brilliant and accept the fact that it's probably both. Interesting. All right, got a music video for that one. I just fell to my knees in a Walmart. I just saw someone fall to their knees in a Walmart. All right, there are clearly things I'm not in the loop on. Harry Styles fans, you're going to have to let me know. All right. Track 5, Daylight.
I'm on the roof honey, so I could be sticking to your daylight. You got me crushing the daylight. Daylight. You got me crushing the daylight.
So yeah, a bit of a more mature, darker vibe.
At all times. Ain't gonna sleep till the daylight. Out of New York, I'm on the come down speed. We're on bicycles, saying there's life out there. You got the antidote. I'll take one to go, please. Get the picture, cut out my middle. You ain't got time for me right now. If I was a bluebird, I would fly to you. You'd be the spoon, dip you in honey, so I could be sticking to you.
Yo, his range is so good. I love the deeper tone they brought on that. Kind of driving guitar. The distortion. Oh, I love how they carried it into this section.
Ain't gonna sleep till the daylight. Daylight. You got me crushing the daylight. Daylight. You got me crushing the daylight. Daylight. You got me calling at all times. Ain't gonna sleep till the daylight. If I was a bluebird, I would fly to you. You'd be the spoon, dip you in honey, so I could be sticking to you.
Yo, I am digging Harry Styles. I think one of the things pop music can easily get a bad rap for is just being formulaic, and there's truth to that for sure. But it feels like these songs are really crafted with a lot of care, and they're all very different, while staying in kind of this similar vein or style or sound that he was pursuing. But I can just hear all of the intentional decisions, like a little water drop type thing, that wasn't repeated a bunch, if not even one other time in the track. And, one thing that you're trying to do a lot of times, unless your intention is to keep a song kind of somber and on this one plane, is like, how can you keep building and then reach this crescendo? And I pointed that out in the song, that driving with the guitar. And then instead of, cutting out and going back in the way they had been, they left it driving through that section. And then they bring all of the sounds together to this just really big part. And so really, really well done. Okay. The song focuses on a lover who pushed Harry away despite all his affection for them. In a May interview on Howard Stern, he declared that Daylight was written in a stream of consciousness style after ruminating on a relationship all night. The band stayed up until daylight to finish composing the song, which kind of made its way into the lyrics. Additionally, after numerous speculations, Styles confirmed to Howard Stern the song had no connection to his former girlfriend, Taylor Swift's track, Daylight. I didn't know that they had dated. From the album Lover, a song about finding a healthy new love after a period of toxic relationships. You're reading too much into it. I'd love to tell you that you're spot on, but you're not. We will always wonder. Harry said, we were like, we have to find a way to stay awake and finish this, because if we all go to bed, this won't turn out the way it would if we finished tonight. That's such an interesting thing. It's almost like feeling like you're in your bag, in a flow, and even maybe some of the kind of tired, lucid thoughts and vibes. And it really, I feel like, carries over in the song. It does have this very like late night type feel to it, even though the song in itself, lyrically kind of points you toward this bright day, at least for me, when you're talking about bluebirds and honey and daylight. But, just having the wherewithal to say, like, man, if we walk away from this and come back to it fresh, I don't know that's going to serve us well, which is just an interesting thing, you know, that the creative process isn't always the same, because you think in your head like, oh, we should just step away from this and come back to it with fresh eyes, fresh thought. And that is 100% true sometimes, right? Works 100% of the time, works 60% of the time, 100% of the time. What's that Anchorman quote? But just having the wherewithal to say like, no, I think we need to stick in it right now. So we powered through, finished it, and went down to the beach as the sun was coming up. And it was like, okay, yeah, it felt correct that we'd finished it in that place. Life and songs in particular are so much about moments. In surfing, for example, sometimes you don't get the wave, and sometimes the wave comes and you haven't practiced. But every now and again, the wave comes and you're ready. You've practiced enough that you can ride it. Sometimes when the songs write themselves like that, it feels like, okay, there's a reason why sometimes I sit out there falling off the board a bunch. It's for this moment. I am very much becoming a Harry Styles fan. All right, we got an official video for that as well. Love it. All right. Track 6. Little freak. Little freak. Not you. That's the name of the track. You little freak.
Little freak Jezebel, you sit high atop the kitchen counter.
Oh,
Stay
it's cool connection.
A little while. You bring blue lights to dreams, starry haze, crystal ball. Somehow you've become some paranoia, a wet dream just dangling, but your gift is wasted on me. I was thinking about who
little acoustic guitar in here.
Your delicate point of view. I was thinking about you. I'm not worried about where you are, who you'll go home to. I'm just thinking about you. Just thinking about you. Dress up for Halloween. I spilled beer on your friend, I'm not sorry. A golf swing and a trampoline. Maybe we'll do this again. Tracksuit and a ponytail. You hide the body, all that yoga gave you. Red wine and a ginger ale. But you would make fun of me for sure. I was thinking about who you are, your delicate point of view. I was thinking about you. I'm not worried about where you are, who you'll go home to. I'm just thinking about you. Disrespected you, jumped in feet first and I landed too hard. A broken ankle, karma rules. You never saw my birthmark. I was thinking about who you are, your delicate point of view. I was thinking about you. Thinking about you. Just thinking about you. Just thinking about you.
See, point in case, like in that, there's really no deviation from the sound all the way through, you know? It's meant to carry this whole kind of somber vibe all the way through. I'm trying to figure out, you know, the dynamic with the relationship in this song. We'll look at a few things in a moment after we check out this description about it. Because some of the language that's used about Jezebel, which Jezebel was a kind of a wicked queen in the Bible. Let's see. In the sweet and melodic ballad Little Freak, Harry Styles reflects on a previous relationship that slipped through his fingers. Throughout the song, the British singer is nostalgic about the time he spent with this person, recreating vivid images of things involved. A golf swing, a trampoline. It almost sounds like a date to Top Golf and like a trampoline park. A crystal ball, red wine, and ginger ale. In the end, Styles leaves some marks of regret of how the relationship ended before he could show his lover the truest parts of himself, and he blames himself. Additionally, at the Harry's House One Night Only in New York concert, Styles revealed that he wrote Little Freak in a hotel room in Tokyo with two of his friends years earlier. He then added that the song was the epitome of what two friends in a hotel room would be doing, but not what you expect two friends in a hotel to be doing, which is kind of sweet, you know, just hanging out. Everything doesn't have to be about sex. And I would say, relationship advice, you know, coming from somebody who's about to celebrate their 17th wedding anniversary, got 3 wonderful kids. My oldest is 15. I would say that your relationship should first and foremost not be about sex. Make it about friendship. Make it about the things you enjoy together. Make it about the goals you want to achieve, what you want to build together. Sex becomes the celebration of commitment, the celebration of trust, the celebration of true, selfless love. Yeah, the language, it was really intricate here at the beginning, just tying all of these things together. Little Freak Jezebel, which we'll take a look at this. You sit high atop the kitchen counter, which I feel like is the tie to Queen Jezebel and almost like sitting on her throne, high atop the kitchen counter. Stay green a little while. You bring blue lights to dreams. Starry haze, crystal ball, this paranoia. So there's just a lot of interesting like words and imagery that's all kind of tied together. That was really well done. Let's see. Jezebel, the daughter of Ithabal, the first of Tyre, and the wife of Ahab, king of Israel, according to the book of Kings. Jezebel, along with her husband, instituted the worship of... That's funny. So we're going to go into all of this. By calling someone both Little Freak and Jezebel in the same line, the narrator could be implying a fascination with the person's sexuality or sexual expression. It's funny. Kitchen is a scenery that has already been mentioned before in Harry's discography. It was always used when he resembles about habits with his partner in a sex-affective relationship. It first appeared on Styles' 2017 track 2 Ghosts. Bridge light washes this room white. Moon dances over your good side. Was all we used to need. In the context of the song, there could also have an element of potential hedonism or even corruption in her sitting in the kitchen counter, paired with the following line. Harry begs her to stay green for a little while. Styles may see her in the beginnings of self-destructive behavior. Perhaps while part of him, Riley, enjoys her adventurous nature, he also doesn't want her to become like him. Interesting. In English slang, calling something green means it's new or young. Yeah. As explained before, Styles may be seeing Little Freak start to have self-destructive behavior, so here he's asking them to stay the way they are, to never change, in order for them to not become like him. Yeah, or it could just be like the state of their relationship and just where they're at. He's like, I kind of want it to remain here for a while, but he knows things will change and over time. Who knows? All right. Excuse me. Keep sniffing. This is track 7, titled Matilda. seems like it's going to be a sweet one.
You were riding your bike to the sound of It's No Big Deal, and you're trying to lift off the ground on those old two wheels. Nothing about the way that you were treated ever seemed especially alarming till now. So you tie up your hair and you smile like it's no big deal. You can let it go. You can throw a party full of everyone you know, not invite your family cause they never showed you love.
Oh, wow.
Don't have to be sorry for leaving and growing up. Matilda, you talk of the pain like it's all alright, but I know that you feel like a piece of you's dead inside. You showed me a power that is strong enough to bring sun to the darkest days. It's none of my business, but it's just been on my mind. You can let it go. You can throw a party full of everyone you know, not invite your family cause they never showed you love. You don't have to be sorry for leaving and growing up. You can see the world, following the seasons, anywhere you go. You don't need a reason cause they never showed you love. You don't have to be sorry for doing it on your own. You're just in time, make your tea and your toast. You framed all your posters and dyed your clothes. Ooh, you don't have to go. You don't have to go home. Oh, there's a long way to go. I don't believe that time will change your mind. In other words, I know they won't love you anymore as long as you
Wow.
can let them go. You can let it go. You can throw a party full of everyone you know. You can start a family who will always show you love. You don't have to be sorry for doing it on your own. You can let it go. You can throw a party full of everyone you know. You can start a family who will always show you love. You don't have to be sorry, no.
Wow, man, what a beautiful song. Yeah, this is why I like doing full album reactions, right? Because you're generally not the kind of song you'd always just pick up out of nowhere. I think what honestly kind of touches me the most about it is just the thought of childhood, you know? I work really hard. Not just in like doing things for my kids, but even on myself, you know, to be the kind of man that I want to be for my children. But childhood it's so special, you know. It's meant to be so special and beautiful. And I want my kids. I even came across a video the other day, a reel that I sent my wife. I don't even know who was speaking, but a person was speaking about childhood and like one day your kids will tell someone else, not in your presence, about their childhood? And what will they say? You know? And it was just really touching. So I want my kids' childhood, of course, to be fun. I want it to be memorable. But I also want it to be something that shapes them into the humans that they will become, you know, generous and kind and hardworking and all of those things. So anyways, you know, the idea of people having, you know, in my childhood, honestly, was really great. My parents ended up divorcing when I was a teenager, and then I got into drugs and things like that. But when I think back on my childhood, even though I was an idiot quite a bit, I had a really great childhood. And so the idea, though, of people, you know, being in abusive homes or neglectful homes and all these different things, it just tears me up. But what an empowering song, and probably healing to so many people, you know, because I know his music reaches a lot of people and out of stadiums and things like that. You can only imagine how many people, and even you listening right now, had a childhood that was broken and wasn't what it should have been. Whether you received abuse at the hands of somebody that was meant to protect you, or were ignored by someone who was meant to care for you. That's tragic. But I also love the hopeful thing at the end. That's part of it he's celebrating too, is like, invite the people to your party that you love, that love you, that want to be around you. Don't feel obligated, right? And that's an interesting discussion for another time around barriers and obligations and things like that. But I just love, he's like, hey, throw a party and invite the people you want there. And then also, like, you can do something different. You can build a family of your own. And that's something that I've, you know, really sought to do, me and my wife together. In this song, Harry somberly sings to somebody whose family did not treat her well. He takes inspiration from the Roald Dahl book Matilda. I've read several of the Roald Dahl books to my kids. And or its movie adaptation of the same name. Can't get the chocolate cake incident out of your mind? The older Matilda movie. She made it with her blood and sweat and tears, about a girl with telekinesis who was mistreated by her principal and parents. Though Roald Dahl's character Matilda is gendered as a female, Styles purposefully does not assign a label to the person he sings to. The song asserts a common theme in the album, that home is not a place, but a state of mind. Styles does this by showing how Matilda's house was not a home to her. He said, I had an experience with someone where, in getting to know them better, they revealed some stuff to me that was very much like, oh, that's not normal. Like, I think you should maybe get some help or something. This song was inspired by that experience in person, who I kind of disguised as Matilda from the Roald Dahl book. I played it to a couple of friends and all of them cried. Well, me too, mister. So I was like, okay, I think this is something to pay attention to. It's a weird one, because with something like this, it's like, I don't want to give you something. I want to support you in some way. But it's not necessarily my place to make it about me, because it's not my experience. Sometimes it's just about listening. I hope that's what I did here. If nothing else, it just says, I was listening to you. Harry really seems like such a solid and kind person. I think Matilda is kind of self-explanatory. I like that it was this personal story to me about someone else, being able to say, this thing is more important than me just making music about myself, because I think it could mean more to you and a lot more, and to a lot more people. I played it for a couple of friends. They cried. But I haven't played it to the person who it's about. They don't know it's about them. Oh, good. There's not a music video, because I would probably be a mess. Yes, I've got mommy issues. Thanks, Harry. Yep, I have huge daddy issues with a bit of taste of mommy issues. My therapist is going to hear about this one. That's what I'm saying, man. It's that kind of song. It really is casting this wide net, you know? But that's the power, too, of music, is you can cast that wide net and it really land on the people that it needs to. Okay. Track 8. This is Cinema.
You got the cinema.
need some shades on.
It's you, and I'm not getting over it. Darling, is it cool if I'm stubborn when it comes to this? I guess we're in time. If you're getting yourself wet for me, I guess you're all mine. You're sleeping in this bed with me. I just think you're cool. I dig your cinnamon. Do you think I'm cool too? Or am I too into you? Tell me what you want and you got it all. I wanna let you give me all you got. That cinnamon. That cinnamon. It's you. Don't know why, but it feels so right to me. Something in the way you move. I like it when you dance with me. You all the time. In doses at night. No roof on the stuff that I and go to sleep. I just think you're cool. I dig your cinnamon. Do you think I'm cool too? Or am I too into you?
It's the insecurity of every man. You think I'm cool too? Or am I like too into you? I just think you're cool.
I dig your cinnamon. Do you think I'm cool too? Or am I too into you?
This song's smooth. All right. Let's keep moving in that direction.
You got, I bring pop, you pop. You got, I bring pop. You got the cinema. I bring pop to the cinema. You pop. You got the cinema. You got the cinema. I bring pop to the cinema. You pop when we get intimate. You got the cinema. You got the cinema. I bring pop to the cinema. You pop when we get intimate. You got the cinema. You got the cinema. I bring pop to the cinema. You pop when we get intimate. You got the cinema. You got the cinema. I bring pop to the cinema. You pop when we get intimate. You got the cinema. You got the cinema. I bring pop to the cinema. You pop when we get intimate.
Well, I definitely predicted a lot of dancing with this album, and it is true. I feel like his concert would be so much fun. Okay. Now that I'm out of breath again. Cinema sees Styles singing about the early, uncertain phase of a relationship. He worries he isn't cool enough for the person he is with and is nervous that he might come on too strong. Yeah. That's what I was saying. It's like every guy's insecurity is just like, I want to be around you because I think you're really cool. You think I'm cool too, right? Like, right? Am I coming on a little too strong? Maybe let's shut back off a little bit. The song's emotional arc finds Styles being a confident man at the song's ending, basking in the happiness of mutual affection, brings him. Styles has not officially commented on the song's meaning, however, it has been speculated. The song refers to his relationship with director Olivia Wilde, who he met on this film Don't Worry Darling, and dated from 2022. Okay, gosh, I can't talk. He said, I think I just wanted to make something that felt really fun, honestly. I was on a treadmill going, do, 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 do. I tend to do so much writing in the studio, but this one, I did a little bit here and there, and I went home, added a little bit there, and then kind of left it. Then went into the studio to put it all together. That was the theme across the whole album, actually. We used to book a studio and be like, okay, we've got it for 2 months, grind it out, but some days you just don't want to be there. And eventually, you've been in the studio so long, the only thing you can write about is nothing because you haven't done anything. Well, that's really insightful. So with this album, we'd work for a couple of weeks and then everyone would go off and live their lives. Yeah, because it's like, you don't want to make stuff, you don't want to fabricate drama in your life. And I think you see that a lot of times in Hollywood and things, almost this self-destructive behavior that is the fuel for songwriting. And I don't think that's a healthy way to live. Might produce some good songs, but not a happy life. However, I feel like living and being around people, and yes, of course, having your own experiences, but also just being an observer of the world gives you insight into people, into situations, and that's what can help make your writing interesting. Okay. Track number 9. This is Daydreaming. Gotta love some good claps. It's interesting. It almost sounds like a little tribal or like kind of some African backing. Wonder if there's any comment on that. Sunnily upbeat song about a relationship so great it feels like a daydream. Song made for people to dance to. Everything from the melody to the lyrics make every listener have a vivid image of the relationship styles it's singing about. Track samples Ain't We Funkin' Now by the brothers Johnson and John Mayer, an artist Styles has been a fan of since teenage years, is credited for playing the electric guitar on it. Brothers Johnson, formed by George, aka Lightnin' Licks, and Lewis Johnson, aka Thunder Thumbs, were an American funk and R&B duo, years active. Okay. Cool. Always love when artists find interesting samples. All right, let's go to track 10, excuse me. This is Keep Driving.
Black and white film camera, yellow sunglasses, ashtray, swimming pool, hot wax, jump off the roof. Small concern with how the engine sounds. We held darkness and withheld clouds. I would ask, should we just keep driving? Maple syrup, coffee, pancakes for two. Hash brown, egg yolk, I will always love you.
I love this line about the engine.
Small concern with
It's such a relatable lyric.
we held darkness.
This one's super interesting. I want to look more into it.
I would ask, should we just keep driving? Should we just keep driving? Passports and footwells, kisser and don't tells, wine glass, puff pass, tea with cyborgs, Ryan, America, science and edibles, life fast going viral in the bathroom, cocaine, side boob, joker with a sea view, toothache, bad move, just act normal, mocha bar, Monday, it's all good, hey you, should we just keep driving?
That cool song.
Should we just keep driving? Ooh, should we just keep driving?
Yeah, I feel like there's more to that song than meets the eye. Maybe the idea of just keep driving is this idea of kind of just pushing through. It's a song about ignoring everything else in the world when everything is going downhill. You and your loved one just keep driving. In metaphorical sense, the phrase keep driving refers to trying to move past all the crazy stuff in the world and going about your day despite everything else falling to pieces. Yeah, honestly, he did that so well in that kind of like back to back that he was doing about all the different things. That there was a lot of chaos and other things in there, and he brought them like pretty quick. It was just really interesting the way that he did that, kind of in this, I mean, still cool and flowy way, but this kind of manic expression. Yeah, I was thinking for a moment, I was like, oh, I can't wait to put that one on the family playlist. Until we got to cocaine side boob choker with a sea view, which I'm assuming is like driving on the coast in the sense of taking her breath away. This line, the withheld darkness, is really interesting. Withheld clouds likely has a similar meaning to the English saying, hold off the storm or rain, meaning someone is doing all they can to stop a storm from coming in and ruining everything. Holding darkness in those clouds could simply mean they contain negativity. And also tea with cyborgs. Oh, okay. I was wondering if it was meaning like one of those cafes. Going from loved one to... Oh, is that what he's trying to say? I wonder if he's trying to say the person has become like a cyborg to him? Or is he talking about like just going on trips and being in a cafe that has cyborgs? And the last thing is, I don't know what a mocha pot, M-O-K-A? Oh, okay. I know what this is. I've just never had coffee in a mocha pot. Let's see. These things. Got it. All right. This is track 11, Satellite. Oh, is he going to be like a satellite orbiting her atmosphere?
You got a new life. Am I bothering you? Do you wanna talk? We share the last line, then we drink the wall till we wanna talk. I go round and round, satellite, spinning out waiting for you to pull me in. I can see you lonely down there. Don't you know that I am
I love him in his higher register.
spinning out waiting for you to pull me in. I can see you lonely down there. Don't you know that I am right here? I'm in an LA mood. Don't wanna talk to you. She said, give me a day or two. I go round and round, satellite, spinning out waiting for you.
It's so good.
I can see you lonely down there. Don't you know that I am right here? Spinning out waiting for you to pull me in. I can see you lonely down there. Don't you know that I am right here? Right here, spinning out waiting for you. I'm here, right here, wishing I could be there for you. Be there for you.
Oh, it's so good.
Spinning out waiting for you to pull me in. I can see you lonely down there. Don't you know that I am right here? Spinning out waiting for you to pull me in. I can see you lonely down
Love that one. Yeah, that one's a standout for me. It honestly reminds me a lot of the artist Jack Garrett. If you've never heard Jack Garrett, I've heard several of his albums, not here on the channel, just years ago. Really incredible artist. You should check him out if you like the vibe of that song. All right. Light and airy track. Harry Styles sings about a lack of communication, the desire to be there for someone who keeps him at a distance. Satellite then ends up exploding with drums, synths, and echoing vocals. Yeah, didn't see that coming. That was fun. The song hinges on the analogy of a satellite, which is mainly used for communication, navigation, and planetary observation. In Harry's case, he can only observe the person he's singing about. Yeah, I can't wait to watch that one live. Oh, we got an official video with a Wall-E type character. The production, really good. Rhythm is so addicting. Yeah. Yeah, you nailed it with that one, Mr. Styles. Okay, track 12. What are there, 14 on this album? 13. All right, second to last track. This is Boyfriends.
Boyfriends, they think you're so easy. They take you for granted. They don't know they're just a misunderstanding. You're back at it again. Weekend, when you get deep in, he starts secretly drinking. It gets hard to know what he's thinking. Love a fool who knows just how to get under your skin. You still open the door. You're no closer to him. Now you're halfway home, only calling you in.
Oh. The cat ruined the vibe. All right, sorry, here we go. Back in. He hit the space bar.
Don't wanna be alone. Oh, and you go. Why you don't know? Boyfriends, are they just pretending? They don't tell you where it's heading. And you know the game's never ending. You lay with him as you stay in the daydream. You feel a fool, you're back at it again.
It's almost like being with somebody who's not committing, almost stuck in this cycle. All right. My cat obviously didn't want to dance with me. Fine. Just being a boyfriend. All right. On Boyfriends, Harry Styles speaks about the way many boyfriends tend to mistreat their partners by mediating on a troubled relationship between two people. He told Zane Lowe of Apple Music that much of the song draws from the relationships he's seen his sisters and friends in. Styles performed the song before its release during his first performance at the annual Coachella Music Festival. Okay, Boyfriends was written right at the end of Fine Line. I finished the album we touched on the last time. There was like an extra week growing to write some stuff. We were recording Lights Up, and at the end of that session, everyone left, and I started writing Boyfriends. And it almost felt like, okay, there's a version where we get this ready to put on Fine Line. And I think there was something about that just felt like it's just going to have its time. So like, let's not rush to get it done. And we did so many versions of it, you know? It was as like vocal and acoustic and then vocal and this with that. Electric guitar and then this and that. We did the harmonies on everything. And in the end, it was like, okay, we need, like there's something that has to be what it should be. And Ben Harper played on it. It's his hands playing the guitar. And it's like the guitar where he wrote his first 3 albums. And he'd gifted it to his daughter and had to ask for it back to borrow to play it on the song. But he didn't tell her what it was for. So I believe now will be her finding out where he played it. But thank you for letting us borrow it. It was just like a singular moment, I think, for all of us. We're such big fans of him as well, and it just felt like a really special moment. I think the good part of Boyfriends is that it is everything. It's both acknowledging my own behavior. It's looking at behavior that I've witnessed. I grew up with a sister, so it's watching her date people and watching friends date people. People don't treat each other very nicely sometimes. It's one of those really quick, just say what you think of Boyfriends. Yeah. To boyfriends everywhere, F you. The one and only Harry Styles. Yeah, well, I have a 10-year-old daughter, so that'll be interesting the day that boys enter the picture. And she has 2 older brothers, so it'll be very interesting. But I can only imagine, you know, being a brother. I mean, a father, of course, but even a brother is kind of a different relationship, you know, much more of a friend relationship. And watching, you know, somebody mistreat your sister. And then, like he said, he's being honest as well. Like, he hasn't done perfect at that either. All right, let's see how he chooses to close out the album. This is track 13, Love of My Life. Big on this one.
Whoa, maybe you don't know it's lost till you find it. Take a walk on Sunday through the afternoon. We can always find something for us to do. We don't really like what's on the news, but it's on all the time. Take you with me every time I go away. In a hotel using someone else's name. I remember back at Johnny's place, not the same anymore. Baby, you were the love of my life. Whoa, maybe you don't know what's lost till you find. It's not what I wanted to leave you behind. Don't know where you land when you fly, but baby, you were the love of my life. It's unfortunate. Ooh. Just coordinates. Ooh. everything I can to get to know your creases and your ends. Are they the same? Baby, you're the love of my life. Whoa, maybe you don't know it's lost till you find it. It's not what I wanted to leave you behind. Don't know where you land when you fly, but baby, you're the love of my life.
Yeah, I don't know, really where you go to decide how to end an album like this. But as far as all the other tracks on it, obviously he took a little bit more of a tame route, kind of coming out the gate with the opening and then leading to this more somber, reflective place at the end. It puts a nice period on it. The British singer-songwriter used the ending to the song in the trailer for his album, except it was reversed. Styles wrote the track about the love for his home country, England. Oh, okay, that's really cool. I've always wanted to write a song about like home and loving England and all that kind of stuff. It's always kind of hard to do without being like, went to the chippy and did this thing. Love of My Life was the most terrifying song because it's so bare, it's so sparse. It's also very much in the spirit of what Harry's House is about. I wanted to make an acoustic EP all in my house and make it really intimate. It's named after the Japanese pop pioneer who had an album in the 70s called Hosono House. That's cool, man. I always love artists that are students as well, to reference this thing back in the 70s. I immediately started thinking about what Harry's House might look like. It took time for me to realize that the house wasn't a geographical location. It was an internal thing. When I applied that concept to the songs we were making here, everything took on new meaning. Imagine it's a day in my house or a day in my mind. What do I go through? I'm playing fun music, playing sad music. I'm playing this, I'm playing that. I have doubts, I'm feeling stuff. It's all mine. This is my favorite album at the moment. I love it so much. Because of the circumstances, it was made very intimately. Everything was played by a small number of people and made in a room. To me, it's everything. It's everything I've wanted to make. All right, my friends. Here we are at the end of our journey, our first foray into Harry Styles, and I can come out on the other end saying I am a fan. I really love Harry. The album, it's classy, it's fun, it's interesting, it's insightful, it's playful, it's also mature in many sections. And so I really, really enjoyed it. Would love to know your thoughts. What are standouts for you? Give me some insight on Harry. If there's anything that within the songs that I didn't see or pick up on, I'd love to talk about it in the comments. And again, if you'd like to help support the channel, because obviously these videos are copyright protected, that's why, I bring you the full song and really try to just absorb the album with you. But I put a lot of effort into Patreon, music videos, and live performances and more. So we'll work to get everything up there for Harry's House. I'd appreciate you checking it out. If it's something you might be interested in, you'll find many, many other artists and videos and things there. We host live streams. You get to help vote on the music that we listen to, which is how we got to Harry's House in the first place. But thanks for hanging out with me. I hope to see you in the next one. You're eating good.